Welcome back to Domingo Live. You know, at the beginning of the show, we had this wonderful talent from San Antonio, Stan Wayne. He's with us right now to talk about his career, first of all, in the music industry. Welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. Great to be here. I appreciate you. Thank
Let's talk about your beginnings.
Well, let me see. Let me start with the beginning of Texas. I was playing on the other Gulf Coast in Biloxi when they put all the casinos up there in '99. Sure. I had played there for about 8 years, lived in New Orleans and the Gulf Coast. Then Mother Nature, Hurricane Katrina, said, well, you're feeling too good about yourself. Yeah. So my late wife at the time, she was born and raised in San Antonio. So she said, no more hurricanes. And I was like Jerry Lewis, take me with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So we wound up here, and it was very great. I've lived all over. I've lived in New York, Miami, Las Vegas. This was the only state or the only town that helped, to reach out to help. Like they helped my kids get in school, and all the musicians. I met the guys from El Trupe and Patsy Torres, and all. They helped me find work and meet people, and and it was great. I've been here 18 years now.
Wow.
Ooh, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yes.
Is that how you got connected with Henry Peña?
Yes, because I was playing La Chaladas, Patrick Flores' place, and a couple other things, and I called him because he said, I haven't heard of you. I said, well, I've been around for a while. So he came to see me. Then I played his the oldie show, the morning show.
Yes.
And it was a hit. He loved it. And I'm doing a Las Vegas show for him in October. He's doing a big Las Vegas night for his oldie show.
We're looking at some video here where you were performing. Tell us about that.
That was at Martini's. That was at Wayne Harper's place, Martini's in San Antonio. It was like a landmark. And when I first got here,
what other places do you perform at in San Antonio, and how often?
Let me see. We used to play the Grill every Thursday. Silos. We did play picks, and I do a lot of the country clubs because the Dominion, Sonterra, Tapatía. You know.
So you stay busy.
I try. I really do, because especially after COVID, it was hard coming back, and you know what I mean. That was so funny when that hit, because it's like, well, we got all this work, and people are going, well, we're not getting married. Well, we're not having the reunion. Well, we're not. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's finally opening up again, and I'm doing my best to stay on top of it. That's for sure.
And that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing.
It is.
How did your interest in music begin? How old were you, and who were your influences?
Well, I was born in Philadelphia, and my uncles used to hang out with like Frankie Avalon and Fabian, and my father had a barber shop that people like Muhammad Ali and Red Fox would come. So the only Italians, blacks, and Latins that I knew that had money were either entertainers or gangsters. So I figured I'd carry a tune or carry a gun. So I'm more of a singing guy. I carry a tune.
There you go.
So my mom used to dance on Bandstand, American Bandstand, before it went to California. So like I said, I seen all these guys, and I just liked it. I wasn't, I tried sports, I liked this, but when I started singing and performing, I liked it.
Sure. And entertainment stayed as part of the DNA and part of the blood, and there you go.
Yeah. Now I play with my sons, and they, we have a variety of music, because I'll do the older, everything Frank Elvis all the way up to the 80s, and then they do the new country and the Bruno Mars. So I'm not old going, I'm bringing sexy back. I think I'll leave it to the kids.
Where can we keep up with all your performances? Are you on social media? Can we?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I have a website, and all kind of connected numbers, just as
and just under your name.
And there
it is.
Stan Wayne, yeah.
Look at the magic of TV. No?
And if we've got so many artists out there that have never been on Domingo Live, when we open it up to everyone, and we're so glad that you're here today, because there's so much need, because we have the talent out there.
Yes.
And when I'm talking about need, we're talking about bodas, quinceañeras, we're talking about everything, clubs, nightclubs, all different sorts of venues that are trying to get back to getting performers.
And I love that you guys give people that into it, because I'll be honest, when I first got here 18 years ago, I had to try to make my way, because a lot of the clubs, restaurants, well, we play all jazz, we play all country, we play all Tejano. I said, well, I'd like to do it all. I can do Frank Sinatra, then I can do George Strait, then I can do James Brown.
How about that? That is awesome.
So it kind of worked out now. A lot of places are opening where it's like, because you ask most people, well, what kind of music you like? I like a little bit of everything, or I like it all.
True.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So once again, how do we get a hold of you? What is your website?
Stan Wayne and the Stan Wayne Review.
StanWayneReview.com.
Yep, .com.
Very
Yeah.
good. And you're on Facebook as well.
And I'm on Facebook, please.
Stan, thank you so
come
much.
see me.
Absolutely.
Oh, sir, thanks for having
I
me.
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We
Likewise.
appreciate your time.
All
We'll be
right.
right back with more Domingo Live after this. Stick around.